Sword Art Online 2 Gale Online has activated. I fucking love every time they say that. It's a freaking awesome thing. So, the first episode of Season 2 of the very, very popular and very mixed feeling series Sword Art Online 2 has had its first episode, and I wanted to talk to you today about what I felt like about the first episode of Gale Online. And it seems like from the start we see like this guy, I think it was like named Zixeed or something, who was like yucking up saying, I'm the best player there is, like I am like the ultimate one. It's like you guys all thought you agility was the thing, but it's like compared to my statue or nothing. And it's like, and this guy who seems to be in a cloak got really pissed off about this matter. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna pop a fucking cap in this motherfucker's ass, screaming out, justice, like that. He shoots him. And actually, surprisingly, stopping his heart, which is a very interesting thing, that he is able to shoot something virtually that somehow hacks into his spear and actually affects with his sense of feeling and his touch that is able to stop his heart. And like the whole episode was just building up on this matter, saying like we see Kirito and Asuna, they're still meeting each other after everything that happened on Alfheim, you know, on Aincrad and on a date. And you see that the two are talking to one another, and like how what Kirito pretty much wants to do in the future. He wants to be a creator. He pretty much wants to do like for augmented reality. He wants to, you know, like have the opportunity where you can feel, you can touch, you can smell, you can eat like that. And it's like, you know, and he was explaining that to Asuna, saying like, I'm holding your hand right now, but it's completely different compared to what it was in Alfheim, Aincrad. And it was just interesting to hear about that, because it was that, so, you know, they could have their little daughter as well, a little back as well, because that'll be a little nice little thing. They could always have their daughter there with them. And it's like when Kirito meets one of the heads of like augmented reality, you know, like of the, you know, nerve gears or spears, like Kiko, he was actually telling him about the murders that actually, since like the game's been out like about 8 months, there's been 2 murders lately, and like all of them been known by this guy as Death Gun. Ooh. Yeah, I know that is actually a pretty sim day. So when he's got like a giant skull face, and like he's pretty much the modern day version of Skull Knight, pretty much with a pistol. Not gonna lie, that's pretty intimidating. And he asked Kirito about Gale Online. He's saying, yeah, you don't have to deal with him, but you gotta make contact, and he'll pay him somewhat. Another interesting about this is that Gale Online, people actually live off this, like saying like this is a game made for like pros, Japanese pro players, and you actually, the in-game money that you earn through this game, so the pros who get the most money actually make a living off this. So regardless, like the dude that exceeds, like he had 2 full days that he was in that, and it's like people could make crazy amount of money off this game. And it's like, I'm not telling you to get yourself killed, Kirito. I'm not there. I just want you to make contact with Death Gun. It's like, and he'll pay immensely about that. It's like, we didn't get to see it, but we see definitely from the opening and see from the previews as well that Kirito goes through quite a change for this. It seems like apparently he has like a female avatar now, or that he's a girl, and in as well when he goes back, I'm taking that he goes quite heavy into Gale. That's why his hair is long. He looks a bit more girlier now, which is a bit weird. And how the episode ends is that we see the other, seems like the female role of this one, because it seems disappointing, but it seems like Asuna's taken a back burner in this one. It's like I wasn't too big fan on, you know, Letha or all, but it's like I liked Asuna, like I generally liked her, and it's like I felt disappointed when she just became a maiden in need in Alfheim, and now she's just there from the back burner, just help, you know, praying for Kirito's safety. And it's like the new girl, she seems cold. I mean, it's called Ice Witch in the preview, known as Shinon, and it's like, yo, she got a freaking bullet from 1,500 meters. If people don't know that, that's a pretty good shot for someone to do that at a sniper, even with sniper rifles like that. If you don't know, I do play a lot of shooters as well, you know, Call of Duty, Battlefield, you know what, the Wahoo, like, you know, all that shit. And even still, from like real life to even a shot like that, 1,500 meters virtually, or even as well physically, is an incredible shot to get. So it already put down that Shinon is an incredible sniper, and it's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to more SAO. Very build up episode it was. It had like a lot of dialogue, pretty much just getting the plot, not too much action in it. It's like, which I think is what SAO excels in. So first episode, I thought this was a good one, but definitely had its issues like with that, and it just kind of annoying me that, Asuna's not going to be a leading role anymore. It's just like Kirito is going to take a more girlish look, which is weird because I always love the Black Swordsman look definitely from Ironclad. But for an episode, it's a 7.5. I thought this was actually a good episode, really great build up, and very interesting what they could do with the new Gun Gale. I'm very interested in how this is just going to work now. A bit too dialogue heavy, and then also we're sending a lot of characters on the back burners right now. But let me know what you think of the first episode of Gun Gale Online SAO2. Should I keep talking about SAO Weekly? I wouldn't mind doing it. It'd be pretty cool. I'm very interested in your feedback. But that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching as always. Remember, I've been Panda, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, Panda.